What is up, my friends? Welcome to the IGC community, Impact Gaming community, Broken Earth campaign, part of Critical Impact. We are joined today by our normal players, save for Ace Hard, who had to travel and will not be joining us tonight. Unless you guys decide to make them. But, I will make a note that I have not been feeling great this week. I have no clue what's going on with my body. But today's session might be a little shorter. It depends on what the players want to do. That being said, Warlink will give us our recap of what happened last time. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oops, sorry. That was my bad, sorry. Here's what it is. Oh, I turned it off. That's mapped to Control-T, and I was opening tabs in Chrome, so... Sorry about that. That was my bad. Anyways, okay, let's move over to Fort Freyberg. As we enter the theater of the mind, and I turn on the music. There we go. So the battle concluded essentially around evening, and you guys were able to go to sleep for the night to get a long rest. Did anyone want to do anything before that happened? Unfortunately, you have not leveled up quite yet. I think it was Agamemnon, I think is what we used. Yeah. Which captain are you gonna sneak into? Okay. Let's do this. Texas style. No. Let's do this Texas style. Alright. Bring up the Xanathars. Random traps revisited. Downtime. Here we go. Crime. Yeah, let's do that. Pulling up that Xanathar's Guide to Everything. And we're going to do some crime. Crimes in the night. Alright. And pull up the party. Broken Earth? Broken Earth party. There we go. Okay. You're good. You're good. Tip the scales. It's time to tip the scales. I get it. Took me a while, but I got it. Okay. Crime. Niche. I believe you pronounce it niche, but I could be wrong. Oh, right. I get you now. Alright, here's how we're going to do this. You're going to make 3 different checks, Warlink. One will be dexterity stealth. The second will be dexterity using thieves' tools. And then your choice of intelligence investigation, wisdom perception, or charisma deception. Alright, we're going to do them one at a time. We're going to role play it out. Alright, Warlink gains another charge for desertion as he leaves the soldier's tent, seemingly unknown to everyone else. He is not sure exactly where to go, but he's able to find his way towards the captain's quarters and finds a placard above a small house that said, Elaine. Next to this house is a small stable with a horse. You have found Elaine's house. In order to enter in, you will need to pick the lock. How do you wish to enter the house? You can't do that. Alright, roll, what was it? Dexterity using thieves' tools. So you add, you're proficient with thieves' tools, right? Yes, so you add dex plus your proficiency modifier twice. So you're level 3, so your proficiency is still 2, right? Okay. DC, okay. How are you going in? Alright. You're kind of sitting there, looking around, watching for the guard. It's right after a battle, so they're kind of short-handed, but you manage to find a good moment to get up to the door. You pick the lock, and you've opened the door to Elaine's house. You are now inside Elaine's house. What are you attempting to do? Alright, roll investigation. That is to look for the letters. It is not to actually look for anything specifically addressed to him. Alright, you kind of crouch around the house, poking around a bit, staying as silent as you can, and you manage to find a small desk with about 3 letters on them, addressed to Elaine. You don't know if they're addressed to him or if he's addressed them to somewhere else, but they are definitely letters, some kind of what's the word? It starts with R-E. No. Correspondence. There it is. Wow, that was bad. Yeah, I thought it started with an art. Apparently, I was wrong. Well, hold on. Let's do Warlink's theme here. Nice and sneaky. Their letters. You can read them in Elaine's house if you want, yes. Hold on. I need to find the right... I gotta find the right song. No. You can keep going. I'm just gonna keep looking for this. Roll a perception check. I think it's called the nuclear storage facility. You can hear some loud snoring upstairs. Yes. You're going to... Okay, you don't need your forger's kit. You can just... Unless you want to leave the forgeries behind. What are you trying to do? Like exact copies? Okay. Are you proficient with your forgery kit? Okay. Let me take a look at something real quick. Disguise thief kit and thieves tools. Okay. Let me take a look. Okay. Xanathars. Back to Xanathars. So that has the crafting rules. 128. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you have your... Oh, it is a forgery kit. Let's take a look at the forgery kit. Make sure it's got what you need. So you are going to open the letters to try and copy them. Pens and ink, sealing gold, silver leaf. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're not proficient, so add 1d20 plus intelligence. Try and make a good forgery. Yeah, I mean, they look alright. They're pretty good. You sure it's fine? Roll a stealth check for me. So I close this because apparently I can't find it. All right, as you're working on the last letter, you start hearing some boots coming down the stairs. All right, leave how? Out the front door? All right. Hey, who's there? As you make your way out the door and kind of shut the door behind you, you can hear the boots hurrying back down the stairs. And, you've been spotted. Let's see. I know there's chase complications or something. There's like a... We're gonna do that real quick. It's basically nighttime, yes. Wherever the... I don't know, Xanathars had a chase thing. And I'd like to use it. Oh, there's no index. Why is there no index? I have to look in the table of contents like a normal person. Sleep, tying knots, spellcasting, encounter building, traps, downtime, training work, magic items, spell lists, names. I can't find it. Just roll a stealth check to attempt to get away. I didn't know which way you went, so he gets disadvantage. Alright, you manage to turn a corner and you feel as if you have not been seen. You were able to get away before he could spot you. I should have used this. Oh well. Delete that. Delete that. Alright, so you managed to get away and you've got the letters. Alright. Yeah, we'll use that one. Alright, you managed to get back to the barracks. No one's really paying you much attention because, I mean, it's just after battle. No one's really cares. Pretty much everyone's sleeping. It was a pretty exhaustive battle. But, you kind of light a candle and start going over the letters. The first letter. My dearest Elaine, it has been 3 seasons since I've last seen you. It is every day I tremble at the thought of being in your arms once again. It is a very sappy, kind of nice smelling love letter. Second letter. Second letter. Mr. Elaine, your debts at the such and such tavern have now accumulated to over 1,000 gold. We would ask that you please pay up immediately, or we will be forced to, etc., etc. It goes on. He's got quite a tab at the bar. Third letter is actually from Elaine to someone else. My dearest Elizabeth, how every day I dream about being in your arms once again. And it just goes on. It's like a very sappy love letter. Yes. Yes. Alright. Anyone want to do anything before the dawn of the next day? Also, here's a huge dwarf. There we go. Oh, he's actually on the map layer. Let's put him in the token layer. Yes. No, it's Gavlan. Okay. The party wakes up the next day to the fort. Yes. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Oh, do I have any root beer left? I do! Oh, it's glorious. few days of fighting. Where have you been? The battle lasted maybe a couple hours. Also, let's put these guys on the map just because I can. I don't know. You can go ask him. Alright, you burn the letters. You can do a perception check. Jericho portent 17 and 11. Okay. He's burning some paper. You're not quite sure what kind, but it's just paper. Alright. Let's story shift over to Agamemnon. Daddy, Daddy, wake up, Daddy, 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 wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, Daddy, 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 wake up, breakfast time, breakfast time. She goes, and goes Super Saiyan, and Daddy, 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 yeah, make a breakfast. Make breakfast for Daddy. Make a breakfast. She runs off. I'm making breakfast. By the time you get to the kitchen, she has managed to break an egg into the frying pan, but has not. She's staring at it, waiting for it to get cooked, but she doesn't know how to light the stove. She's like, I made breakfast. It'll be done soon. Allow me to probably describe this better. She simply cracked the egg, the entire egg, into the frying pan. She is not smart enough to know that the shell doesn't need to be cooked. Do a fortitude save. Yes, Constitution. You managed to kind of keep it down, even though it kind of upsets your stomach just a little bit. I mean, you've probably eaten raw eggs before, but not with the shell. I made breakfast. Now, I want breakfast. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. She's like, oh, okay. I'm ready. It's gonna taste good, right? Don't get it in my nose. I don't like because one time I got some on my nose and then I sneezed and she eats it. That tastes slimy and gross, like the frog I wanted to eat, but Mom said I couldn't. But don't tell her I ate a frog already. She immediately grows 2 feet, huge muscles. I'm the Avatar, got to deal with it. Yeah, that's the secret to being swole. When I was a lad, I had 4 dozen eggs to help me get large. Now that I'm grown, I've eaten 5 dozen eggs, and I'm roughly the size of a barge. Every last inch of me's covered with Gaston. Disciplining? What did she do wrong? I don't think that exists here, so yeah, I think you're fine. As you're about to head out, you hear a knock on the door. It's Civarts and Warlink. He's just kind of staring at you like, yeah, of course, duh, everyone knows that. You know where you go to get paid, so you basically just kind of point them in the general area. All right. I can't find salaries. Weird. Wages. Gotcha. Alright, whoever's trying to summon a demon on my map needs to stop. What? Well, it depends. Roll perception and try and find the quartermaster. Or investigation, if you want to roll that. Warlink kind of smells the money coming from the quartermaster's office. He's been talking to a horse. Excuse me, where can I find the quartermaster's office? But you guys are able to find the quartermaster's office. It's kind of hanging around this area, more or less. A what? The only token. Okay. So let it be written, so let it be done. There you go. You guys have found the quartermaster already. Get supplied? What do you mean, get supplied? Hold on, let's hold on. Had to do it once. Okay. So you come up to the quartermaster and you say you need to get supplied. Alright, what do you need? Sorry, that was my alarm. Alright, what are your names? Alright, take a look at your contracts. And he just kind of shuffles around some papers. Let's see here, probably in squad 5. Alright, you've lost token privileges. We're on squad 5, let's see here. Well, you just joined up 2 days ago. And you want to get paid now? Says, alright. Well, says here you're part of a special assignment, so that's handled by the general. You have to talk to your captain about that. Oh, sorry. It happens. But just tell your captain you're under special assignment, and he'll talk to the general for you. Sure. No. Yes, we do handle captains, but your wages for special assignments are handled by the general himself. See, we work under the general, and he determines wages for soldiers. And he starts going into like this long spiel about how wages are determined. Alright, kind of looks around and finds a piece of parchment. Ah, here we are. Let's see. Alright, let's see. The special assignment. Please see captain regarding wages. Alright, there you go. Just kind of folds it and gives it to you. Anything else I can help you with? Alright, head on. Uh, as you're sitting there, you know, kind of talking about this, the guy's just kind of looking at you like, are you sure there's nothing else I can help you with? Just kind of watches you go. It's like odd. Alright, you make your way out. Agamemnon's heading out the front door. He's got his all his armor and equipment and whatnot on. And he's got Allure in one hand. And he's basically just kind of waves goodbye. It's like, just play well with the other kids and don't beat them up. Something like that. He says something to that effect. What do you tell your daughter as she's about to go off to school? Okay, I'll beat them all up for you, Dad. I'll beat them all up. Yay! And then she just kind of runs off. It's clear she likes going to school / training, meeting with other kids of her age. Most likely. Yeah, they're coming up just as Allure's leaving. It's like, yes! Alright, as you are about to leave, this kind of stocky, short, very hairy dwarf, you know, kind of starts walking up to your house, Agamemnon. Well, he's big so you can see him. Jericho, I can see that. Jericho's messing with a ruler. I don't think anyone else can see it, just me. No, you do. If you do hide from others, you can make it so only you can see, but the GM still sees it. Anyways, this stocky dwarf comes up and he just kind of looks up at you, Agamemnon, and says, "Oh, Agi, me Gavlan, me wheel, me dear." Gavlan training, Gavlan working forge, Gavlan make, yes, Gavlan make, Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal. And as you're just kind of sitting there looking at this weird dwarf, Farrah kind of steps out. "Head on into the forge, Gavlan, I'll be with you in a second." "Oh, Gavlan work, Gavlan learn, Gavlan make? And he just kind of hobbles on into the forge. He's got like this really huge hammer. Just kind of hobbles into the forge. She's a human. I guess. It's at this point, Agamemnon telling you as a player, your character knows that Farah has been training an apprentice to essentially take over the forge while she's away. And she mentioned that his name was Gavlan. Just kind of in passing. So you kind of expected this, but you didn't really expect the super hairy dwarf that's just kind of a little slow, you know, but still. I mean, if Farah picked him out to be her apprentice, then he's got some skill. /W, and then you want space, and you want their player name as it appears on the left. And I think you can whisper characters. Yeah, so player name or character name. And I don't see those, so you can plot against the GM if you so wish. Alright. Go right ahead. Where did I put everyone's notes? Extras, there they are. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did you give him the note that the quartermaster gave you? Okay, so Agamemnon, they've got a note it's got like the quartermaster's kind of signature on it. You notice it's one of the 3 guys that kind of work there. It's basically just says special exception to the wages, as it were. And you would know that this basically means just talk to the general about your wages. And essentially they'd come to you so you could talk to the general. Soldiers just don't go up to the general. They talk to their captain. And then the captain talks to the general. You've undertaken a couple, like maybe some raids or some scouting missions, so you're familiar with this. Alright, so you guys head back to the camp then? Or everyone else is? Alright, so you start making your way into Squad 5's campsite. And, you know, Aggie, you can see kind of a bunch of the non-human races are kind of giving you the stink eye. Others just, you know, kind of looking at you. And as you're making your way there, Murab, you can see Murab. She comes out. She's kind of limping. She's holding like not really a crutch. It's more just a stick. She just picked up a stick, and she's kind of leaning on it. It's got a splint on her left leg, And she says, Captain, what brings you to my squad's neck of the woods? She's talking to you, Aggie. Oh, concerning what? Understandable. That was quite a battle. Dang, orc got a good slash in my leg. Oh, interesting. Yes, well, not every soldier lives for the glory of the battlefield. It's to be expected. And she kind of looks down at you and just kind of laughs. Still, that was quite a battle last night. Surprised we made it through. She just kind of pats you on the shoulder. Alright, I've got to organize my men. We've got some cleaning to do. And she just kind of yells at you, there! What do you think you're doing? Just kind of hobbles off. She was basically just saying hi. Alright, you guys are able to make it to the tent or the barracks where you are. Or you probably find Layla and Jericho and Claire just kind of eating around a campfire or something. What do you guys want to be doing? Claire's just kind of sitting there, you know, kind of out of it. She didn't sleep too well, but she looks at the egg and she's like, yes, egg! And let's roll straight intelligence for Claire. Normal. She eats the entire thing, shell and all. She muscles it down. She's like, that tasted kind of weird, but it still tasted good. It's like, another. Lies. No, she said, yeah, I just ate one. Well, you guys are kind of hanging out near a fire. Yes. There's soldiers all around you. You could probably find like a back alley or a bathhouse or a corner in the tavern. I mean, there's or Agamemnon's house that is currently empty and next to a noisy forge, so it would be hard for people to eavesdrop. If it's not burned down by the end of the session. I mean, you guys could easily find a place where you can kind of talk to yourselves and not be overheard. All right, so you're able to find just kind of like a back alley, Just kind of, there's like some crates, like a grate, a drain. It looks like it's just between two houses, and no one's in there right now, so very low chance of being overheard. Yeah, no one overhears you. Storm howl. Basically, Warlink cased the joint. That was his job. He's asking you to trust him. And just to kind of interject here for a little bit, Agamemnon, that is probably the biggest battle you have ever been in your military career. Not the biggest this fort has seen, but the biggest that you have been in. Just... Oh, they didn't attempt to get the axe. They actually took it. You guys already got it back, though. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Where's the dun dun dun? No. Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. This is a robbery. Okay. This is a robbery. Okay, so he says he wanted me to kill Layla. Do you show them the piece of paper? You just tell me you're gonna show it to them. I clicked show to players, but it... Oh, I think I gotta show it to everyone. Hold on. Show to everyone. There we go. On this small piece of folded parchment, you see a small sketch of what appears to be Layla. Actually drawn by Layla herself. Continuity error. But it's just kind of a hastily scribbled drawing of Layla. I mean, you guys have seen him fight on the battleground, and just every now and then he just kind of shoots people right in the vital spots. I mean, it's just weird, just like right in the jugular, right in the heart, right in the eye. It's been a little disconcerting, but now it all starts to make sense. I mean, you all need to remember that Layla is essentially nobility. Oh yes. It's basically racism, yes. So someone could... There is a possibility that someone could want her dead because she's a stupid fish. Might be the reason, might not. So the answer is no. That probably caused more problems than it solved. Then you've got a cape. You could always cut off her little lantern. That would work. You do have your signet ring. Kabong! You are, because you're an urchin. The question is, do you have one? You can try and ask around, but I mean, alright, what are you going to disguise her as? Claire's sitting there like, what? Oh boy. So what's Agamemnon doing? Alright, you make your way to the general's quarters, and you're stopped by some guards and say, "Hang on, Captain, he's in a meeting. He'll be out soon, hopefully." You hear? Hey, did you hear that? Someone just shouted, "Make sure you get your money." Probably just no squabble. And you're just kind of sitting there for maybe about 5 minutes until eventually the four hulking giant Goliath comes out and they say, "We thank you for what you have done. It is shame you could not help us further, but we understand. We will travel to Earthcut." Yes, and the other one of the others, "And we will travel to Land of Dwarfs. We must seek aid elsewhere. Thank you, Captain, for your hospitality and for your meals." He just says, "Yes, sorry I couldn't do anything else, but you know, war effort and all." And he's leaning on a crutch. He's got like, he's not in his armor. He's just kind of, you know, he's been banged up from the other day. And they start leaving. And they come up to you and says, "Ah, the child of the fort. Oh, the child of the fort. I had hoped to speak with you again, if I had the chance." All Goliath are strong soldiers. Which is quite a shame. You should visit sometime. I am thinking that you could do well to speak with the spirits. Down here, they are so quiet, hard to hear. Then perhaps we are going the same way. Still, I invite you to come to the Citadel at any chance you get. You would be welcomed as a brother. Just tell them Irgoth. Okay, Jericho, you need to stop. I need to click on this token here. Tell them Irgoth Mind Climber sent you. They will understand. Fight well. And then they just kind of walk off. One of the guards is like looking at you the guards are looking at you like, what just happened? And the general's kind of giving you this look. He's like, "I didn't know you spoke Goliath." Then what were you saying? Yes, and it was in Goliath. Right. Well, I do have some time. Come on in, Captain. Just kind of welcomes you into his house. Oh. What is that, Captain? Who the heck is Layla? Okay. And she was killed in action. I'll make sure to send my not regrets, condolences. I will make sure to send my I'll make sure to send my condolences to her parents and assure them that she died nobly. Alright. Let me see here. I mean, kind of fills around. Let's see. Paper. Here it. Grabs a quill. He's kind of writing on it. Like, you can tell, like, his fingers are kind of aching, so he's just kind of doing as best he can. Let's see. Agamemnon. Squadron. Mission complete. Payment due. In full. Standard rate. And he just kind of grabs his seal and stamps it. He says, "Here you go, Captain. That should get your men paid." No, Agamemnon's just talking with the captain. They're gonna pay you here. You basically just bring that to the quartermaster. Oh, so you'll be heading back to Earthcut then? Yes. We called you back for that very battle, so you're free to leave whenever you feel. The caravan will be leaving tomorrow morning, so I believe if you want to travel with them, well, get your stuff together and you're free to leave, Captain. Well, that's... I fear you may have been hit on the head too much, Captain. Well, yes, Farrah's been cleared to leave for the past week now. It's just, we couldn't have her leave while the orcs were massing their forces. Caravan didn't want to leave and get attacked. You know how it is. Yes, I need to get back to my forms and documents and such. You're dismissed, Captain. Thank you for your time. And, you just kind of leave, and the guards, kind of giving you a funny look. They salute you, and you just kind of leave the area, and you've got that documentation. You're good to go. Alright. You get to the forge, and the forge is sweltering, heat, and she just starts, she's sitting there forging some short swords, some long swords. She's like, fold it twice before you hammer it, then we'll get the steel in there. She's just kind of yelling at him in Dwarvish, but, not sure if you speak that. And, Gavin's, talking about it's like, yes, I understand. He's, speaking fluently back to her. And she looks up. It's like, I'll be right back. And she just kind of wipes herself off a bit. It's like, yes, what is it, dear? Oh, yes, more than ready. He's quite gifted. Almost as gifted as myself. Gavlan heard that. You mean why I married you? He says, yes, what can I help you with? Well, it's about dressing time. I'm sick of this place. Alright, we're almost ready. Let me get to Laura back and we'll start packing. She yells back, Gavlan, you've got the forge. Take good care of it. Gavlan Forge. Gavlan Wheel. And he just says, Gavlan. He's just sitting there like, what? He doesn't understand. He's like, he just says something in Dwarvish, and Farrah kind of laughs. Very well, and she kind of gives you a peck on the cheek, and she starts cleaning up around the forge. Alright, since the party, where did you guys go after the alleyway? Alright. Segment 1, you head to the camp, expecting to find the party, and they're there. You managed to find them easy enough. I roll a deception check. Alright. You start spreading the rumors that Layla was killed in action. By a stray arrow, yes. Alright. There might be those. Let's see. Downtime. I don't see anything about spreading rumors. Maybe it's in a different book. Let's see. DMG spells out the rules. What's that? One person's Dungeon Master Guide. Okay. Hold on, let me open up the Dungeon Master's Guide. It doesn't say what page, so I'm just going to have to look. So everyone else is going to spread the rumors? Is that what I'm hearing correctly? Other than Layla, of course. Okay, Dungeon Master's Guide. To the index. He has to deal with that. Yeah. About Layla getting killed in action. The intent wasn't to lie, but he took it that way. Alright, is it under S for spreading rumors or R for rumors? Probably more accurate. Downtime, activities, 127. Here we go. Foreshadowing. Downtime activities. Building a stronghold. Running a business. Gaining renown. Selling magic items. Sowing rumors. Swaying public opinion, blah, blah, blah. Believable. Okay. There's a number of days depending on the size of the community. Show the town or city time spent most continuous. Okay, so you basically need to, if you wanted to do that, you basically need to spend excessive amount of time inside the village, town, or city in order to spread the rumor. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can spend the rest of the day spreading rumors. Each of you needs to spend a gold piece to cover costs of like drinks and social appearances, stuff like that. You're just kind of like in the tavern buying drinks or doing whatever. You haven't gotten paid yet, but yes, you will get paid in a second. As soon as you visit the quartermaster. Alright, everyone spend a gold, and let's see, this is, how does it word it? It says character, okay. So everyone needs to roll a charisma deception or charisma persuasion check. You already rolled. Alright, it'll take about 8 days for the rumor to spread throughout the fort. But everyone else can roll. Okay. 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 And, yeah, Claire will join in. Let's see, deception or... What did I say? Deception or persuasion? Okay. This one's bigger. She did better than all of you except Jericho. She's just like, hey, she's like very loud in a tavern. Hey, I heard that girl Layla died. That Triton girl. Wasn't she a princess or something? Hit by a stray arrow. Wow, that's tragic that she's dead. No longer living. Hilarious. Well, you gotta remember that you are just as capable of doing the same thing. Alright. Because he's not here. Okay, you do manage to kind of spread rumors around a bit. The day is coming to a close. Does anyone want to do anything before the day ends? Yeah, that's fine. Just roll medicine to kind of see how you do. I mean, you can obviously blow healing spells, but this is just kind of how you're doing on your first day. Okay, so it's kind of a bit of a breakneck pace, especially right after a battle. So you're not entirely sure what to do or how to do it, but they do have you going back and forth, you know, trying to kind of stabilize. They have you after about an hour of you know, walking around and whatnot, they have you I'm looking at your spells. Hold on. Okay, so that after kind of talking with you for a bit, they have you essentially running back and forth, delivering items. Every now and then you'll hold some bandages in place to kind of stabilize bleeding or something. Essentially, you're not doing much. You're just basically being an extra set of hands. But through your actions, no one has died, as it were. Because if it ever came to that, you would just throw out a healing spell. Like, just as a precaution. And, you know, they're kind of grateful for that. And you get paid 5 gold pieces for your help. Healer's wage for a day. Well, I mean, Layla, he has been essentially behind you in most of the combat. He could have easily just said nothing personnel, kid, and then stabbed you in the back at any point. But maybe that just makes you all the more uncomfortable. Warlink probably wouldn't have lived much longer had he done that. He's too heavy. You can't. Well, then you can catapult his head. Oh yes, he does have a bathtub. As you're kind of hanging out in the bath, you can see Farah and Alora are kind of getting packed, and you're just hanging out in the bathtub. Alright, you go to the quartermaster. Kind of leans over. Oh, how can I help you? The documentation that you don't have? Fine. Hand him the documentation. He says, alright. He kind of looks around, pulls out your contract. He says, alright, here you go. Hands you a small sack. 50 gold pieces. Yeah, that's his pay. Alright, who's next? Yeah, Warlink's watching. How can I help you? He looks over. Oh yes, here we go. 50 gold pieces. Have a nice day. Alright. Anyone else want to get paid? You've got plenty of time during the day to go see it. That's up to Layla. How can I help you? The quartermaster kept the notice. He's keeping it with your papers. You just basically got to tell him who you are. Alright. Name? Alright, let's see here. Jericho, J. Here we go. Jericho Valentinian. Oh yeah, special assignment. Here you go. 50 gold pieces. Everything starts with an R today. Everything. No. Claire stops by and gets paid as well. I'm gonna add that to her sheet. Yeah. He's like, name Claire. Is that with 6 A's or 7? No, just the one A. See, Claire. That's. Oh, all right. What's your last name? What's the last name? Oh, right. Okay. Let's see. Claire. C. Claire. Here we go. Oh yes, special assignment with Captain Agamemnon. Here you go. 50 gold pieces. I can buy so many eggs. No, I have taste. Chlor. Anyways, so Claire gets paid. Does Agamemnon wish to get paid? Do you head to the quartermaster? Alright. Oh, what can I do for you, Captain? Alright, well, go ask your wife. Oh, right. Special assignment. Let's see here. Special assignment. Here we go. Captain Agamemnon. Yes. Alright. Note from the general. Very good. Here you are, Captain. 100 gold pieces. Thank you, Captain. Carry on. Everyone has gotten paid. Just do straight charisma to try and, you know, locate members of the thieves that understand thieves can't. Alright, you're able to kind of locate a few of the shadier members of the fort. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And they're basically like, okay. They're like, okay. Why? the nobody. You would need probably an insight check, but you would know that the nobody generally operates outside of Earthcut. Not really anywhere else. Inside, they operate in Earthcut. Like, that's their base of operations. They don't really branch out anywhere else. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the thieves are like, well, yeah, of course they've got valuable things. I mean, they're captains. They get paid a lot. But you'd be mad to try and steal from them. Elaine's got a horse. Another one says, I heard Sir Wembley has a bunch of decorative vases. And they kind of look at you like, yeah, and? Yeah, I heard it from everyone else. Everyone knows Elaine's a drunkard and a womanizer when he's not on duty. What, you thought that was good information? The first one kind of laughs at you like, yeah, everyone knows that. Sure. Keep telling yourself that. Okay, anyone want to do anything before we go to bed and wake up the next day? Alright, if not, everyone goes to bed. Where's Layla going to sleep? Roll persuasion check. Yes. You're able to persuade Farah to let you sleep in the bath. Alright, it is at around daybreak. The caravan starts to form up. We're getting ready to go to Earthcut. Everyone wakes up and everyone wakes up at the break of dawn, you know, kind of rousing from their bed. A bunch of the soldiers are going to be going on leave, and all she knows is that she's part of Agamemnon's quote-unquote special forces. and that, oh, come on, brain. Essentially, she's just going with you back to Earthcut. Like, she knows who she is, but she's not entirely sure why she took up her bathtub for the night. But she's been too busy preparing to finally leave that she doesn't really care. She also knows that Layla fought alongside Agamemnon, so she's not like, it's not like she hates her or anything. Alright, what do you tell her? What? Allura doesn't overhear you. Thankfully. Daddy, who's the fish girl? What's she doing with us? Daddy, 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 who's the fish? Is the fish girl gonna live with us? Is she my new sister, Dad? No, she didn't hear anything about it. She rolled a nat 1 on her perception. She says, yeah. And Farah just kind of looks at you like, okay, whatever. Just don't involve your family in this business. She just kind of looks at you like, wow, some of the things that come out of your mouth. And Gavilan's, kind of walking up to the forge and kind of bows before Farah. It's like, Gavlan Forge, Gavlan work. And the caravan's getting ready to set out. Anyone want to do any last items of business before leaving? You probably got like 10-15 minutes. And probably about half the soldiers there are, well, no, not half. Probably a good handful are coming with you. Not a whole ton. Mainly because they've heard stories of Earthcut and they're not too excited about going there. They probably have other places in mind. Maybe some of them will continue on to Lewick, I think it's called. I forgot. Yes. Come on, brain, work with me. But you managed to get, everyone's getting ready to go, and you guys kind of start walking, maybe like the 4th or 5th caravan. Just pick a wagon to put your stuff in, and everyone's getting ready to go. But then Gavlan starts kind of hobbling out of the forge. Gavlan, forget! Gavlan, forget! And he runs up to you, Agamemnon, and he hands you kind of a long, folded piece of cloth. Gavlan, make. Gavlan, thank. And Farah kind of looks at him like she didn't know he was working on this sort of thing. And he hands it to you, Agamemnon. Gavlan forge. Gavlan work. And he kind of hobbles back. It is a long sword of exceptional quality. But you use a maul, don't you? It is a maul of exceptional quality. He just went back in time and forged a maul instead of a long sword. That's all that happened. Yes. And as you're kind of hefting this, this is no ordinary mall. It's essentially, as it were, a masterwork mall. And how that would work in 5e is it's just a mall plus one. It is very well crafted. It's got maybe some dwarven runes on it. Crossbow plus one, probably. Maybe a cursed item. Maybe bracers of archery. It depends on how things go. Or deck of many things. You sure? Because I can give you a deck of many things right now. 14 out of how many? Oh, there's only... draw 2 cards from my hand. How many are there? Most of these decks only have 13, but the rest have 22. I believe you can draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous draw. Let's see. Must declare how many cards you intend to draw, then draw them randomly. Otherwise, you soon draw a card from the deck. Blah, 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 blah. You fools! How dare you leave Earthcut? Get back here! I want some friends. Anyways. I waited. I live at 327 Broken Down Lane in Earthcut. Please stop by and visit. Anyways, as you're kind of admiring the mall, the caravan kicks up. Layla's kind of hiding in the back of a wagon, and as you guys are just making your way out of Fort Freybury, as the sun rises on a new day, right in your face because you're heading essentially east. Switch over to the survival map. Yeah, right in your face as you're heading east-southeast. The party leaves behind Fort Freybury. Oh, excuse me. Having won the battle of the orcs, but also there are the 2 Goliaths in the 2 of the Goliaths are in the caravan marching towards Earthcut. What business do they have in the city? Will you be able to stop this crime lord's ring of treachery and whatnot? Will Agamemnon ever learn the truth about eggs? I don't know. Will Gavlan wheel? Will Gavlan deal? Will Earthcut welcome the heroes and open it with open arms? Find out next time on Dungeons and Dragons.